What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for the day, and we killed it yesterday on the VIP once again. Not only did we hit a 4-man right here, we also cashed I guess you could call it a 3 out of 3 right here because Jordan Love pushed just barely, you guys, and then we are set up so well for Saturday. I will show you all the setups we have. I think we have like 6 or 7 setups. I told you guys that football came early this week. Obviously, we had Thursday football, and then pretty much going into the week, we got football games today. We got football games Saturday, obviously, Sunday, Monday. So pretty much all week packed with football, which is amazing because that means there's a lot of games to bet on and a lot of great lines, and just really fun. It's going to be a lot of fun this week. Already started yesterday with a lot of great games. But yeah, we did cash this on the VIP right here. I sent out Caleb Williams and DJ Moore to go over yards in the second half, which is one of those plays I've been loving to do is these second half NFL plays. So you have to get them in about like 10 to 15 minutes because you only have around the period that halftime takes to get these in. But Caleb Williams and DJ Moore, you knew they were going to have to throw in that second half to get back in the game, and that is what they did, right? DJ Moore got 90 yards in that second half alone, so just insane performance there. And then I took the unders right here for Audic, and then this team right here on Counter-Strike. Pay attention to Audic because we're actually going to have them in today's play. And then this right here, honestly, kind of heartbreaking. I wish we would have hit this 9X. Jordan Love, he just kept passing the ball at the end of the game. You can see this was actually the free play yesterday, and Jordan Love, I don't know why, but they were up by about 17 points with like 4 or 5 minutes left, and he just kept throwing the ball. They had like 3 or 4 passes on that last possession that they had. One of them was to Josh Jacobs for about 50 yards, which pushed the Jordan Love entry over right here. Unfortunately, he went into that fourth quarter with about 175 yards. So I thought there was a really good chance that he wasn't going to throw at all because they got the ball back with like I said, 5 to 6 minutes, right? But they just kept throwing for some reason, which sucks because it gave Jordan Love about 3 more pass completions, and then it gave him about like 70 more yards, which is pretty crazy there. Josh Jacobs, though, he did run the ball out at the end of the game. I told you guys if Green Bay wins this game, which I expected them to win this game, Tua's not very good in the cold, and also Green Bay I just think is the better team overall. Green Bay's going to run out this ball in the fourth quarter. Josh Jacobs, he did end up getting a lot of rush attempts, so unfortunately this was a VIP play. I want to obviously hit one of these free plays for you guys, but you can see we got extremely close. Honestly, got a little bit unlucky. Josh Jacobs got like a 50-yard pass catch, which I think is the longest of his career, which is pretty crazy. Of course, when that happened, I was like, of course, the longest pass catch of Josh Jacobs' career was something that obviously pushes our entry over. But yeah, really, really close. You can see very correlated up here at the top, and then was very correlated. We just needed the Packers to stop throwing, and then we did cash this here. Quickly, we are extremely set up, you guys. I don't want to go over all of these, but like the esports are just doing amazing yesterday. So probably the past 2 days they didn't do so well, and then yesterday, pretty much right after I recorded my video, esports just back to back to back to back just could not stop cashing for us. So yeah, we are set up with the South Carolina game, set up for today for soccer, which is obviously an amazing sport that we always bet on. And then we're set up for this Vanderbilt game, set up for this Baylor game. If you guys know Sawyer Robinson, one of my favorite guys to bet on in college football, he's really, really good. And then also have some discounts +3, which we're also going to talk about today. So I did want to show you guys, this is all of the past entries right here. So this was pretty much yesterday in one screenshot, right? We hit this 2-man, we hit this 4-man, we hit this 4.5X, and then we had so many 3 out of 4s right here. This was obviously the free play, and then we had this one with Goff and Williams. This one barely missed because of some esports things, and then obviously I sent out more than just however many this is. I sent out more than 6 plays, you guys, but you saw all of these setups, right? So these were some of the plays I sent out. So we're going to be extremely set up going into obviously today afternoon, and then the weekend as well. We also have this Patrick Mahomes discount, you guys, so I'm going to have a play for this. Obviously Chiefs versus Raiders in today's game. This is happening in like 2 to 3 hours, so hopefully we can get some plays out for that. I did want to say you guys crushed the flash sale yesterday. So I sent out this Black Friday discount yesterday on yesterday's YouTube video, and I told you guys it could only be used 10 times, and you guys crushed it and used it 10 out of 10 times. So I wanted to release another code. This is only going to be used 5 times now, you guys. So Black Friday 2 is the code now. That'll be the first link in the description. Black Friday 2, you will again get 80% off of the VIP. And again, this will only be used 5 times. So 5 spots available. Try to use it. A lot of you guys got in yesterday. today, which is great to see. But yeah, Black Friday too will be the discount today. Again, happy Black Friday, everyone. I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. We are extremely profitable. This is our past month right here, and I do want to announce. I know I'm saying a lot of setup for these plays, but I do want to announce we have hit the 400 unit mark, 403 units in the past 6 months. So we are up above 400 units by the end of the year. That was my goal. So that's just amazing to see 400 units in the past 6 months. You guys let that set in. That is like 80 units a month over the past 6 months, and that is, I think that's around 2 to 3 units every single day that you would expect to make. Again, that's not going to be 2 to 3 units every single day like clockwork. But again, some days we go down a little bit. Some days we go up a ton, right? We've had days where we go up 40 units in a day, which has been amazing. It's just been an amazing journey for you guys. So let's go ahead and get into the plays. I know I'm talking a lot. Yeah, first play of the day is going to be utilizing that Patrick Mahomes discount. So hopefully you guys haven't used it. If you have, you guys can just kind of put in one of your favorite plays. I think there's going to be a ton of discounts throughout the day. I think they're doing a Black Friday kind of like Taco Tuesday. So I think Patrick Mahomes is the first discount. So any sort of discount that you get today, you can slot this in for this Patrick Mahomes discount. I'm just kind of using this as an example here. But yeah, Patrick Mahomes discount. It's not the best discount in the world by any means. I think his line's like 250. But yeah, over 223, we're going to take it, and then we're going to take the OSU guys, the Ohio State guys to go under. Okay, we got Will Howard under, we got Jeremiah Smith under, and then we got Quishon Judkins to go under as well. So what I always see with Ohio State is they get up early in games and they stop passing. So again, I'm really big on football in game states. So I think Ohio State's going to blow Michigan out of the water. This is obviously a huge rivalry game. I think Will Howard, what happens every time is he gets a solid 3 to 4 drives where he passes a lot. And then after that, they're normally up by 21, 24 points, something like that. And then they run the ball out the rest of the game. I've had so many times where Will Howard gets like 180 yards and then he really rarely passes the rest of the game and maybe ends with like 220 to 230. So I see that happening again today. Or in this game. I think people think this game's going to be close for some reason, which is not at all. Michigan is not very good. They're a very average team. And then Ohio State is arguably one of the best teams, if not the best team in all of college football. So Will Howard under, Jeremiah Smith under, and then Quishon Judkins to go under all pass yards, receiving yards, because it's very correlated. So if Will Howard only gets like 180, 200 yards, then it's unlikely that these guys are going to hit their lines. I will say with Ohio State, they have kind of like a duo of wide receivers. They got Jeremiah Smith and Mbuka. Normally one of them goes over, so I'm hoping that Jeremiah Smith is the one that goes under. It's kind of a coin flip right there, but yeah, if hopefully this Patrick Mahomes discount hits today, and then we'll be kind of set up for tomorrow with this big rivalry game, and hopefully all these guys will go under. Again, we did this last week with Alabama, thinking that Alabama was going to crush Oklahoma, but actually what happened is Alabama just played really, really poorly, and we ended up cashing the unders. But really what I think is going to happen here is Ohio State is going to crush Michigan early in this game and not have to pass at all. Third quarter, they're just going to be able to be a running team and just run the football with their great, running backs, right? They have Judkins and Trayvon Henderson, which are NFL level talent. So first play of the day right here, and then second play of the day is right here. Really like this play a lot. I told you guys look out for Audic because Audic is a really good team facing a really poor team. Okay, Audic probably a top 40 team, and then Players is like a top 100 team in the world. So Players is like the 100th best team in the world, and then Audic is like the 30th to 40th best team in the world. So Audic is a lot better. And when a team is a lot better in Counter-Strike, that means the game is going to end quickly, right? So if the game is ending quickly, I think that we are going to take the unders. And because the shorter a game is, the less kills that happen in that game, right? So the shorter a game is, the less kills that happen in that game, and that is why I'm taking the unders. I do think that these lines will probably bump because they are really, really good. So I would take Wood 7 down to around 27, maybe 27.5, and then this guy right here, I'll take him down to 14. So take these guys at like a 0.5 bump because I do think they're probably going to bump by game time. You can also take this as a 2-man if you want, but I'm pairing this up with Jackson Dart and Caden Lee to go over pass yards and then over receiving yards right here. One of my favorite duos in college football. We have a extremely good correlated stack right here. Dart and then Caden Lee right here. Again, the better that Dart does, the better that Caden Lee should do. The more that Dart throws, the more Caden Lee will get those catches. And Ole Miss is one of the best throwing teams in the country. They keep throwing and throwing and throwing no matter how far they're up in this game. They will keep throwing. They like to pad stats a lot, for lack of a better word. They really keep throwing, and they kind of do the opposite of what Ohio State does. If Ohio State, they run the ball out when they're winning, Ole Miss, they'll just keep pounding on and keep passing the ball. So Jackson Dart, Caden Lee, one of the best duos. I talk about them pretty much all season, right? I normally talk about the other Ole Miss guy that got injured, but Caden Lee has kind of filled in that wide receiver 1 role. So I did want to say, if you're interested in getting my VIP, this is what we have profited over the past month, close to 90 units, which is insane, you guys. And the past 6 months has been 400 units. Again, a unit is how much you're placing on every single bet. So some of you guys place $5, some of you guys place 20, some of you guys place $100 on every play. I do have a couple ways to get my VIP for free. So you saw that Black Friday 2 code will get it 80% off. But to get it free, you can text me the word rebet right here to my number on the screen. This is if you have an iPhone. I will give you guys 2 free months of my VIP for doing this for me. It is legal in 47 out of 50 states, and you can do money lines, spreads, stuff like that. I'm in Texas and I use Rebet. It's just an app that you can download. You'll put $10 into this app, and then once you do that, send me a screenshot you did that, and it helps me out. It'll also help you out because you'll get into the VIP. So that is the first method, and then the second method is with Parlay Play. You can text me the word Parlay. This will be open to iPhone users, Android users, pretty much any phone can use Parlay Play. Text me the word Parlay. My number is right here on the screen. I'll get you guys 2 free months of the VIP. So yes, please leave a comment down below if you've been cashing with me recently. I feel like we have been killing it on the VIP. We actually went up a good like 7 or 8 units yesterday alone, and that is with all of these setups, right? So like probably more than half of the plays that I sent out yesterday haven't even happened yet. They haven't even finished, right? So if we cash at least one of these, right, just one of these needs to go our way, and we'll be just insanely up, right? Insanely up. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a comment if you've been successful with me in the past. Yeah, it's just been an amazing November, and I'm really excited to get into December and playoff season and all that good stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in tomorrow's video.